Okay, our first method of developing these skills is going to be the engagement phase game. So the engagement phase is the first, let's say the first contact when I'm playing guard and I'm dealing with a standing or kneeling passer. Before we get grips, we are in an engagement phase. The winner of the engagement phase is going to determine the next phase. So for instance, if we got to here and I got my grip and I got my foot on your hip, I won the engagement phase. I'm now playing a guard.
My job now is not pass the guard.
Exactly. Yeah, your job now would be to disentangle, unwind my guard, and attempt your passing, break my grips, etc., etc. If, however, you got to, let's say, like you got past my hands, put them out of the way, and then you hugged my legs, now I'm just defending my guard. We're into a guard retention for me and passing for you. So the winner of the grip fight, of the engagement phase, gets to dictate. So we mentioned the idea of range battles previously. There will either be a winner or a loser, or there'll be a relatively neutral situation. So, you know, if you got a grip on my ankle, for example, but I got a grip on your head, like, you know, this is fairly, I'm not maybe attacking you yet because I don't have a good frame, but if I got my butterfly hooks there, like I then won the next range battle, and every exchange we have will have a winner and a loser or a neutral exchange, and then we'll reiterate from there. So the purpose of the engagement phase game is to practice the engagement phase. This is usually done with a standing passer because it's a lot harder for you to just put me into a compromised retention position right off the bat if you're kneeling. So if we're standing, I have to win the grip fight. And if I lose the grip fight, I've got to retreat immediately to some form of guard. So if you get a grip here, I can still grip you and do this. And I won the, like, you're not passing from here. Now we stop. Exactly. We got to that. But let's say, for example, you pulled my ankle up quickly and then got to the, like this is, I can't win the grip fight. You're in the passing phase. I'm in the retention phase. We stop. You got a grip. You put me on my back. So it's a bunch of really short exchanges. When we do rounds like this, they're insanely tiring because this first bit is like full speed, full tension, and then you explode and you get to wherever you're going to get to, and then we stop. And then we start again. So each exchange is usually like 5 to maybe 10 seconds. It shouldn't be much longer than that. If it is, it means that one person is being a chicken shit. Yeah, it's just, yeah, is playing the IBJJF perimeter game. So the idea is to encourage as many like live reps as possible within a round. This can be a form of conditioning, but as you start to fatigue, your accuracy will start to fade. So I don't recommend that people do it until I don't recommend that people push their conditioning with this. If they've already got a good baseline level of conditioning and they're just trying to increase it, this is totally fine. But if you're just getting really tired 2 minutes into a 5-minute round, the last 3 minutes, you're not going to be developing.
How long do you typically do rounds for?
This is usually a 3 to 5 minute round, again, depending on conditioning. All right, so this is our engagement phase game. I believe this is the first one you're going to be seeing. So you'll see the level of intensity on this is much higher than it is on the Fuck Your Jiu-Jitsu rounds. Like Rory is immediately trying to win the engagement phase, force me flat. In that case, he got to like a body lock passing position. We don't pursue to the pass. It's just whoever wins the initial. There I got my grip. I managed to pull the De La Riva guard. Whoever succeeds in the hand fight, in the initial grip fight, and manages to get to their position is, you know, the winner of the game, and we just immediately reset and start again. So the level of intensity in these rounds is quite high. Here we have mutual grips, so we're kind of still trying to figure out. I tried to get to a pull. Rory anticipated it and immediately shot by my bottom leg to attempt a knee cut. And then once I got my knee in place, we reset and started again. Again, here I'm trying to get myself to a defined guard. As soon as I got my foot on the bicep and solidified it, we stop and we start again. This time Rory won the initial grip for the collar, but he still hasn't established a passing position. So I managed to do a grip break and get myself to a lasso guard. Quite a bit of distance management here, matching of levels. There I managed to use that quick sort of kuzushi off the collar tie to shift Rory's base and get myself to a guard. So there, even though I got the collar grip, Rory anticipated my pull to the De La Riva and managed to block my knee and almost step over my leg. So that was a a bit of recovery there on my part. Failed attempt at an arm drag there that resulted in Rory being able to step in. I had to recover to a guard. So here, until I establish like a proper guard, we're going to keep going, right? Rory's still in the process of trying to get to a passing position. Here he gets to the double unders, and so we stop, and we start again. Anytime someone achieves a position, we'll be resetting. So there I used the thread of the drag to try to get a collar grip, but Rory again anticipated my pull and managed to get his knee over. So that's a base passing position, so we stopped and started again. There, Rory did a good job of stepping on my foot to anticipate the De La Riva, but once I got enough of a grip, I managed to get my foot free and managed to pull to a guard. So you can see quite a bit of head fighting going on here when Rory's in like a kneeling position. Because I haven't established my butterfly guard, he was able to pursue a sequence that ended up with a Kuzushi from reverse De La Riva. And there I'm using head position to try to keep Rory out of the underhook position, get to a passing position, and there, while he pursued that underhook, I managed to get to a knee shield. Again, an arm drag attempt that managed to shift Rory's base that basically landed me in a guard that continued into a sweep attempt. So this is not the arm drag instructional. That's another product that Stephan and I have put out. So if you want more information on that, you can check that out when it drops.